Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Namrita and I'm a certified life coach. Um, on this channel, we talk about law of assumption, we talk about self-concept, emotional healing, and essentially I talk about my own life experience and how I have used emotional healing tools, somatic tools, and mindfulness to overcome strong emotions like fear, anger, guilt, grief, and also work on my self concept. So essentially I will just be sharing what I have been doing to make changes to my life, and hopefully that inspires you all out there. So today I wanted to share an incident that happened to me this past Sunday and 3 lessons that I learned from this. So on Sunday I had gone out to meet a friend at a cafe. So I generally wear spectacles, glasses, and I have 2 of them. One for reading. I've got this one that's for reading, and I have another one which is for when I'm driving and I need to see far. Don't ask me, I'm not into progressive and bifocals. I don't think I can ever get used to it. So I'd rather just switch between the two. Anyway, so once I'd finished meeting my friend and I left the cafe, I decided to go and meet another friend. I went to her house and I spent about an hour over there. And on the way back, I was wondering, where are my glasses? And that moment I figured, they're probably in the car. I might have just put it in my bag, and so I'll go and check. And I checked and I looked everywhere, in the car, under the seat, in my bag, everywhere, and I couldn't find it. Now, earlier I would start panicking. I would be like, oh my god, where is it? Oh my god, I've lost it, I'll never find it, and all of that. But for some reason I was very calm. I just knew that all I had to do was go back to the cafe, look for it, and I'll find it. I just knew I'll find it. So I was calm. So I got back in the car and started driving back to the place, and throughout the time I wasn't even thinking about the glasses. I was just enjoying the music and the drive. I reached the cafe, I went inside and looked looked around where I was sitting, and I couldn't find it. And then I spoke to the cafe owner, and he also looked for it, and he also couldn't find it. So I just told them that, if you find it, here's my number, please give me a call. Then I decided to retrace my steps back to where I had parked the car earlier and see maybe, I dropped it on the road. So while walking to the spot, I looked around, I didn't find it. And when I turned back and on my way back, I crossed a tree, and this tree had a stump on it, and there I saw sitting very neatly were my glasses, and I was like, oh my god, I knew it, I found it, and so I just picked it up, and let me tell you, I literally just glanced in that direction for a split second. It felt like if I hadn't done that, I would have just missed it. Like I missed it by a whisker. But there I was. I found it, and I went back home. And so there are 3 things I want to share that I learned from this experience. Number 1, detachment. I think for me, finding those glasses the way I found it, I mean, anybody, if it had dropped on the road here in India, especially, somebody could have just kicked it to the curb, or if it was on the road, somebody could have just driven over it. I mean, nobody would have really cared about it. They're not any extraordinary looking expensive glasses or frames, right? But the image of it sitting there on the stump was just incredible. So anyway, detachment. I think from the beginning, from the moment I realized that the glasses were missing, I did not panic. I did not doubt. I just knew. I somehow just knew. I knew I would find it. And that day I was having a particularly good day, particularly synchronized day. and there was this general feeling of, you know, everything just works out for me. I was in that kind of a state, and that exactly what happened. So basically detaching and not, you know, going in my head about, oh my god, what am I going to do, I'll have to now, you know, get another pair of glasses, that's another expenditure, blah blah blah. I didn't even go down that road. I just did not entertain any of those thoughts. So that was one. The second lesson that I learned from it was that it's your manifestation is always working. I may not have sat there and consciously written in my journal that I want to find these glasses, but that desire was born the moment I realized that the glasses were missing. Of course, the glasses were missing. I was looking for it. I wanted them because I needed to see. So the desire was born. It was not a very conscious one, but it was there in the subconscious. And for someone to have just randomly, first of all, found the glasses on the floor and decided to, you know, go through the trouble of just picking it up and placing it on the side is incredible. Is incredible. I think it's incredible. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But imagine how, to me it is like the universe, this is how the universe orchestrates the bridge of incidents. If you know about Neville Goddard and his terminology, bridge of incidents is basically the things that happen behind the scenes that the universe is putting into play that basically leads to your manifestation, right? So I assumed that I would find the glasses, and there the universe made it happen through some random stranger who had nothing to do with anything, and he placed the glasses, so he or she placed the glasses over there. So which means that even if you do not notice any movement in your 3D, there is always something happening behind the scenes. Just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not happening. That's the lesson here. So trust that when you have a desire or when you have an intention that you put out into the universe, it's done. The moment you have the thought, it's done. It's meant to be yours, and the universe is doing it's whatever it needs to do behind the scenes to get that desire to you, and we just don't see it. And so, you know, that's where all the doubt creeps in. But to me, this was incredible, the way, you know, it used someone to basically get these glasses to me. The third thing is that if something is meant to be, if it's meant for you, there's just no way that it will pass you by, that you will miss it. I was meant to find those glasses, right? I walked by that tree at first, and I didn't see it. But on my way back, like I said, I almost missed it by a whisker. I wasn't even actively looking at the tree, or, you know, like actively looking microscopically. I was just glancing here and there, and I just looked there for a split second, and I found it sitting there. I mean, it almost feels like I could have missed it. It really feels like if I hadn't looked that side, I would have missed it for sure. Yeah, so goes to show that if something is meant for you, it will. There's just no way that you will miss it. So yeah, so that was my experience. Let me know what you think about this. I found it quite amusing and just a little wink from the universe that, yeah, you know what, I see you, I support you, I've got your back, you know. And it felt absolutely incredible to have that little confirmation from the universe that, you know, little old me is not forgotten, or not, you know, is being seen. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video.